Evening team, how are we all? Hope you're well. Hey, had a great chat with a great mate of mine, Ian Powell, yesterday. And this is a shout out to Ian, actually. He really has me thinking the last 24 hours. So I was in Vegas yesterday, not far from Ian, but we didn't get a chance to catch up. And sometimes I try to, especially when we get in late at night on the plane. And him and I go for a late night run around Vegas occasionally. So Stephen Jackie Lindley, hello champion. John Sarotti, hello. Roz Order, she's been out there live and all over the place. Aaron Mellor. Now, Ian said something really amazing, Sharon Bell, and it's really Paul Veach. Holy shit. Melanie Wilson, slow down, team, slow down. Kelvin Peachy, Rachel Sampson, shit. It's like the full house tonight. Michelle Sykes, Jeepers Creepers. Hello, John Sarotti. Now, I've got to get started, team, so I might just sort of park that just for a sec. So I was speaking to Ian, and we're talking about running. So Ian's found running, and Ian's found trail running. And we were talking about happiness, and we were talking about these lives, and you know what I'm doing around happiness. And I said to Ian, and as I always do, man, are you happy, bro? Tell me about that. How's your life? Are you happy in life? And you know what he said? This is amazing, team. Now listen carefully. Listen very carefully, Lisa Holmes, who's just joined us. You know what he said? He said, I've just found trail running. Now, this is a guy for years who's tried triathlon. He's done a little bit of road running, a bit of cycling, and fit as a fiddle, like skinny mofo. The bloke needs a good feed, Ian Powell. So if you're out there listening to this, which you will be, man, once you tag in this, have a meal, champ. It's all right to eat, brother. Vanessa Wood, you are the bomb. Now, team, this is the lovely lady that was the client that allowed me the opportunity to speak at Allan Border Field yesterday, which was the highlight of my speaking career ever. And that's when I was speaking to Ian when I was at Allan Border Field yesterday. Now, what Ian said was this, and this is profound. I don't know if this is profound to you. I'm looking at you. This was profound to me, Jessica Harney. Is that he said he realised at, like Ian and I are now nearly 50, we're about the same age, we're old fat asses. Well, he's not, I am. And he said that he went back to trail running because, for one reason only, because he loved it as a kid. You know when you're a kid and you do cross country at school and you run around the bush tracks and you do your cross country stuff. And he said, I realised, Anton, this is a true story, this is a conversation from 24 hours ago, which he'll tell you about. I hope he checks in eventually. Mick McKay, what is going on tonight? Is Vanessa Guinea? Holy shit, slow down, team. We've got 1,000 people on 1,000. And he said, Anton, I realised that when I was a kid, I loved running in the bush. So he said at, mid-40s, why wouldn't I still be doing that? And he said, and then he was really direct with me. He said, what did you like doing as a kid? I said, well, mate, I love cricket. So cricket was my very, very first love. Like if you know me, you just know that I grew up, I remember being a 4 and a 5-year-old, went to sleep with a bat and a ball. And Vanessa's husband, a bloke called Joe Guinea and I used to just play backyard cricket, which I'd win all the time, Nessie, just in case you're wondering. Don't ask Joe, because he'll tell you he did. But he's a good bowler and I could bat a bit, and we used to have a lot of fun out in the backyard. Simon Owens, all the way from Nudgee College, 1989. And so what Ian said to me, Anton, what made you happy as a kid? And I said, mate, there's only one love that I ever had as a kid, and that was playing cricket. He said, well, why aren't you doing that now? And that was, seriously, that was a profound statement, because he said, you know what, you asked me if I was happy, Anton. What makes me happy is doing now in my mid-40s what made me happy as a kid. Holy shit. And since then I've been holy shitting all over myself, thinking, wow, so what's that mean to you? What does that mean to you? And my question to you is, and put it on here if you could, team, because there's 1,000 people on tonight and I'd love to hear from someone. What did you love doing as a kid that for some reason, and then Ian said, get this, he's like Woody says hi again, and back at you, Vanessa Wood, and back at your amazing husband. Please say good day, girl. And yesterday went nuts. We had 200 people having a great time yesterday. Now, the thing about this is, team, I want you to just to ask yourself this question. What did I love doing as a kid? And I'd love someone to put a note on here and just say what it was. Now, here's the thing. This is the next thing Ian said to me. Now, this is a profound conversation, team. He said, Anton, there is a stage in our life when what we did as a kid, for some reason, we either got out of the habit or we decided for whatever reason, probably because we wanted to please someone else, or we felt like we didn't owe it to ourselves, or we couldn't do it anymore, we made a decision not to keep doing the things that made us happy. And we're going, holy shit, Roswater's one of the luckiest things that can happen to you is to have a happy childhood. Absolutely. Oh, Ros, yes. And absolutely. And I loved fishing, John. And I wonder, mate, do you still spend some time fishing, John Sorotti? Because Ian said this, and it was, again, like I say, you can see how sort of profound all this conversation was, is that there's a reason somewhere, Gins, deep down your heart of hearts, why you stopped doing what you loved. And I'm really, like, I know why I stopped playing cricket, which I'll share with you another night, and it's a bit of a sad old story. But I'm sort of challenging you tonight. What is it? Not enough. Don't do enough fishing. What is it that you could be doing now in your 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s even, or 60s or 70s, that you'd love doing as a kid? And why aren't you doing it now? I'm just going to challenge you tonight. Would I go back to playing cricket? Probably not. But I tell you what, I'm going to go back to watching more of it, and I might even start. I actually, since then, I've been thinking, shit, why aren't I involved in local cricket anymore? And because I suppose because I do triathlon, and that's my thing now. But you know, why couldn't I get around Uralla and be talking to the troops on a Saturday half? Saturday when a child gets squashed somewhere along the way, and you think it's during high school, Melanie Wilson, and I think, yes, that's true too. But I also think it's not just high school. I think primary school does it to us too. I think early primary school is the worst time. See, 0 to 7 are the most important years, right? 7 to 14, then we start deciding what we're going to be when we grow up, and then 14 to 21 is to start doing that stuff. And I really think that some of that stuff we love doing, even as a kid, you know, starts to get knocked out of us not long after we start school, which is just my opinion. And I think then into our teenage years, and then of course, funny thing, I trained hard in grade 9 for cross country and got to rep in zone for my school. Enjoyed it and thought about it recently about getting back into it again. Sharon Bell, isn't that amazing, Sharon Bell? And that's Ian's story too. Great words of advice. Both you and Joe were great cricketers. I loved running high school. Makes you aware of your insecurities. Holy shit, Rachel! It does make you aware of your insecurities. High school is a tough place, and you went to Tallulah, girl, and your dad was the principal. That would have been tough for you. My mum was a teacher there. I only spent 3 months there once I got expelled, or once the principal and I decided that Nudgee wasn't the right school for me. Troy Candelli said you were a great cricketer. Troy Candelli. Simon Owens. Troy Candelli is one of the funniest men I've ever met, and one of the biggest scoundrels, ratbags, thieves and crooks I think you and I have ever known. He was a ratbag at school and stole more stuff from Kmart and other big department stores than anyone you and I both know. Now, Jessica Harney, singing and dancing. Time is such a factor, but I always sing and dance around the house. Me too, girl, in the shower. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Ha ha ha, says Simon Owens. My challenge to you tonight is, team, happiness, 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 happiness. And there's been a whole lot, and I've only written it. I love public speaking, never had the courage to do it. Now you take every opportunity, Roz. Go, you, Shelley Heilsheimer. Good on you for checking in. Team, we are cranking tonight because I love all this feedback. And who was I going to respond to then? Roz, potentially. Isn't that interesting, Roz, that why is it that as kids, like you imagine when you're a 3 or 4 year old before you go into school, you could talk and talk and talk in front of probably potentially, you know, unless you're a shy, and I suppose there are some shy kids, but when we get to high school, this thing called public speaking becomes this big scary thing. And I don't know why we breed that out of kids. I really think that, you know, that's a thing that I think we over dramatise in life, and no wonder adults are scared of public speaking more than they're scared of dying, seriously, because there's a stigma around it. I don't know what that is, and I love it because not many people can do it well, and when you actually do build some skills in it, you get plenty of work because people want to listen to you when you've got some skills in it. And they want to listen to you, Roz, because not only because you've got some skills, you've got a story. You've got a freaking moving story, and your moving story is actually going to touch hearts, team. Touch hearts. And for you, Roz, keep up the good work, love. Keep up the good work. Team, thank you so much for an amazing night. We've still got people coming on. I've got to scroll this up so I can see who's on. Stefan Cacao, Shelley Holmesheim. I'll probably miss someone here along the way. But it's been an absolute, John Sorotti, the stigma you're talking about, it's the fear of being judged. Absolutely, man. Be the inspiration for others. Do what you love. Tell your stories and ignore those who want to bring you down. Shit, Rachel Sampson, you have just hit the nail on the head. So have you, John Sorotti. The stigma you're talking about is the fear of being judged. Now listen, here's the deal, team. I'm gonna hit you fair. If you're fearful of public speaking, I'm gonna hit you fair between the eyes now, and I'm gonna say this to you, very, very simply. If you're scared of public speaking, you're focusing too much on yourself, right? If you're worried about what failure or judgment or what they'll think or all that shit, it's all crap, team. People in the audience want you to succeed. I'm serious. They want you to succeed. And guess what? Even if they don't, wouldn't it be good to have that belief system that they want you to do well? I've never watched a public speaker and hoped they've fallen over or hoped they had a shit session. I want to learn something. And I want that speaker to take the responsibility that role comes with. If you're in front of a crowd, that is a responsible role that you need to take on board, that people are listening to you to listen to your story, right? When you take on that, you take that on as a responsible role. Geez, my arms are getting sore, team. I didn't think we'd be going this long. If you take that on as a responsible role, you'll never ever be scared of public speaking again, because it's not about you. You think it's about you. It's not about you, team. It's about the audience. You have not done a good talk unless your audience walks away happy. I shit you not. And when you get that, I'm serious, when you get that, I train leaders. I train people in the government. I train senior leaders. I train CEOs how to speak to people, and I do that as part of my living. I only give them one key message. Once the light bulb comes on, it's not about you, it's not about you, it's not about you. It's about the people you're speaking to. Guess what? You'll go nuts. Jerry Seinfeld said that people are more scared of public speaking than dying. Oh, I know. He said that means a funeral. Most people would rather be in the coffin than doing the eulogy. I know, I've heard that before too. Most people would rather be in the coffin than doing the eulogy. WTF. And when you think about it like this, and like, I don't know how we got on public speaking tonight, but here's 5 minutes of, I guess, gold that will change your life, because it's changed mine. Seriously, I make a living from doing this now. Brene Brown, Rachel Sampson. Brene Brown is a great author with this too. Be vulnerable and know that you're enough. Absolutely. I mean, people are there to listen to you. Let's go along this public speaking theme just for 5 minutes, because I'm going to change your life now, because everyone on here is a leader. Oh, and Parrot, holy macanoli, look out. Sue Smith, Barbara Sortel, gee, you've got the big guns on tonight. And the big triathletes, go on, Parrot, Iron Man. The thing about public speaking is all of the advice that you've got, all the training that you've got over time, and we're doing Comfort Zone on Friday, says Roz, absolutely. So we'll talk about this, as getting out of your comfort zone. The thing about all the stuff that you've been taught, imagine everyone nude. Now that would be the worst advice I think anyone could ever give you about public speaking. Imagine looking at some of the people in the audience and trying to imagine them nude, like seriously. And like, you can't do it for a start. You've actually got to be focused. You got to think fast, talk slow when you're speaking. And you want to look people in the eyes. You don't want to be imagining what their friggin' underwears looks like, but you want to be looking people in the eye, especially when you make a point. When you're speaking, you're looking directly at someone straight, and not in their eyes, in their left eye, team. It's bang. Because you're going to connect with someone. When you connect with someone when you're making a point, boom, you get them. You get them in, and you get there's 200 people in the room, you'll get all of them just by making eye contact with one person. And that's the thing. But you need to be so prepared, team. Applying to John Sorotti. You need to be so prepared, team. I'm telling you, I don't know what John's is. He got something there. You need to be so prepared that you don't have to think. This is my tip for you. Don't have to think. And if you do, think fast, talk slow. And when people ask you a question, say that's a great question. What do you think the answer might be? Come to one of my sessions and you'll learn how to answer a question with a question. Great politician speaking. It's great media training. Now, I don't know how we got on the public speaking team, but I guess the message from tonight, and I've got to catch a breath soon, my arms are the sorest arms in Australia. The message is that Kelly Johnson, look out. She lived about 100 metres away from us for about 15 years growing up, Kelly, when you were a Fallon. Now, do what you did as a kid, team, seriously. Now, actually, Melanie Wilson, wow, what a live to catch. Thanks heaps, Anton. I was reading something recently on the same topic, and it made me think about what I love to do as a child. I take the time to spend quality time with Seymour, with my inner child, to get out again. Melanie Wilson, you are the bomb girl. You share some good shit on this Facebook show. You are actually quite inspirational, girl, so I'm going to just give you some of these ones, right? Some virtual pats on the back. And you're right, spend time with your inner child. You know, there's a whole lot of research that's Aidan Clark, another coach, Darren Schultz. Hey, can I tell you, team, Darren Brett Schultz is my mum's favourite student after 30 years teaching, seriously. And Schultz is as mad as a cut snake, and mum still remembers Schultz beautifully. Oh, shucks. Scary thought, talking to a nude audience. I know. Your business is taking a different direction, Anton. Yeah, that's right, mate. Ashley Dodd. See, the thing about inner childhood is that there's a whole range of research around timeline therapy, you know, that you can actually, you know, all these memories that we've got as childhoods, of our childhood, some of us service, some of them don't, right? And so if you do timeline therapy, and which I'm trained to do, you actually go back and you compartmentalise each one of those memories. And Jason, Paul McMillan, we've got a few nudgy boys on tonight. You can actually take some of those memories out. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to give you something now, again, another little bit of gold, seeing everyone's still on. We've got 1,000 people on still. That is another little bit of gold, just changing your mindset about your childhood. I've got a mate who really struggles with the way that he was raised. Now he's in his 40s. Seriously, team, some of this shit doesn't go away for some people, and I get that. So guess what? Some of us had great childhood, some of us didn't have such great childhood, and some of us don't have happy memories of our childhood, and it's okay to recognise that. What's also okay to recognise is this, that we're in control now. We're in charge of how we feel about our childhood. There's a thing for you. Now, your subconscious team is there to guide you and direct you and to protect you. So unless you learn something from those experiences, I'm here to tell you now, team, you'll always be sad about them. If you classify yourself as not having a great childhood, and some people do, don't worry about that, because of their parents or because of whatever, or they were beaten or they were abused or whatever, and I get that, I feel your pain, and I'll tell you my story one time, and the beautiful Julie Guineas just joined us all the way from school, camp. Hello, baby capes, love you very much. And the thing about that is until you get a learning from what happened in your past. Thanks for a great chat. Give yourself permission to do what you do, love it. Let your kids see you enjoy what you love too. Heck yeah, Rachel Sampson. The thing about your subconscious is until you get a learning from your past, team, you're never going to move forward. Seriously, you've got to get a learning from that, whether they were good times. Live with a foster care family for a while and you'll really appreciate happy memories from your child after seeing what some children have been through. Absolutely. Ian Powell, mate, you're the topic of tonight's conversation, champ. That chat we had yesterday, brother, I'm so glad you joined us. Mate, talk us through it. Let's bring you on live. Do you want to come on live and talk us through it, Ian Webster? Because we are going nuts now. Mate, I know you and I said we're going to come on live. I'm going to invite friends. I'm going to see if I can get you on, man, because far out. How good's that, brother? Ian, hold on, team. Stick with me. This is the bloke that had this conversation with me. Ian Powell, let's go, bro. I know I'm putting you on the spot. Don't let that worry you, champion. We're game on, brother. I'm going to see if I can get Ian on, because this is the dude that had this conversation with me yesterday that's changed my arms because they're killing me. Let's see if we can get Ian on. Ian, hey, mate, I've just sent you an invite. Can you come on and join us, man, impromptu? I know I said that we we're going to do this in a planned way, and I know you're not an impromptu dude, but if you could join us, mate, that would be really, really freaking cool, champion. Did I send you an invite? I hope I did, because let's talk, man. Yes, I have invited you, bro. So let's chat. And if Ian doesn't join us, and that's quite okay if he doesn't, He might or he might not. I know that he said he'd need some warning before he did something silly like this, get in front of a heap of people and talk about his personal feelings, which I'm okay with. But yeah, as we start wrapping up tonight, just in case Ian doesn't join. Oh, here he comes. What a guy. What a guy. Man. Far out here. What's this Facebook live shit, team? I'm about to connect with a dude in Bris Vegas, and we're going to talk about this shit. This is serious shit, man. Now, yeah, you'll learn a lot from this bloke tonight. This is one of the guys who I just love very much. He's been a good buddy for a long time. I met him at a speaking gig one time, and we've been buddies ever since. And here he comes on now. Let's hope. Come on, it's saying, adding him. Come on, bro. Show us your good-looking scone. Ian Webster's joined us, and hopefully Ian Powell's going to be on soon. This is taking forever. Maybe you got a bad internet connection, my man. I'm struggling. Come on, Ian. But as with Julie Guinea, living it up here with 72 little ones at Shavram. Julie's on school camp tonight. She got all the kids there. Come on, Ian. Let's go, bro. I'd love your input tonight. Seriously, man, because I'm talking about you. I've only been talking about you for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There's a few people waiting to hear from you, bro. Come on, brother. Adding. Oh, shit, I don't know what's going on. I tried, man. We tried. I'm happy to bring you on, brother. I don't know what's going on. That's life. That's life. We tried. All right, team. Look, I'm going to do a live with Ian, and we're going to do this topic, and we'll do it soon because everyone seemed pretty interested in it. So unless I can get Ian back, which I'll try one more time because it seriously is worth doing if I can get him back. I don't know what happened to his Facebook thingy. Ian Powell, invited. Yeah, you're invited, bro. So let's see if we can get you on. Anyway, if we can't, you're just amazing, Julie. What an opportunity for those little two young ones. Create happy children. Wi-Fi playing up. It had to be that, man. That's okay, team. Listen. What's the key message of tonight is do what made you happy as a kid, and just keep doing it now. And it doesn't matter what age you are, go back and start doing that shit again and just enjoy yourself, team. And I love those sayings, you know, dance like no one's watching and all that sort of jazz. And sing like you're in the shower or whatever. Jules and I do, that's for sure. We get some singing going, and we sound fantastic too, by the way. We're singing a lot of A Star Is Born at the moment. How good's that movie, A Star Is Born? I had a little cry the other day. I might even write a LinkedIn post about that tomorrow. Team, I don't know if Ian's going to get on. Tony Priddle Mind Mechanics. Holy shit, Sharon Bell, good happiness advice. Thank you. Anytime, Sharon Bell, for a lady like you. I don't think we're going to get Ian tonight, team, but we will. Once his Wi-Fi is not playing up, we're going to get him on for a chat. We're going to talk about this conversation that him and I had. Jason Arntwell, all the way from Emerald. Holy shit. I'm trying to check out here, team, but Ian's not coming on. I hope he does, but his Wi-Fi is playing up. Come on, bro. Come on. Stay strong, son. Otherwise, we'll get you, Ian. You've got to turn your phone on the side too, man. Turn your phone on the side and get your Wi-Fi working. I think he's probably message number one. Nah, we've lost him. Team, I'm going to sign off because I've got to go to bed. I'm going to be on the bike in about 6 hours' time. Have fun. Thanks for all checking